Hello YouTube, what's up? It's Brian. Woo! With a deck profile, and yes, I actually accomplished something. I top 4. Ooh, I'm just joking. That doesn't really mean much, but still though, I'm pretty excited that I top 4. And I use with trickstars, aka the deck with no skill. I really enjoy this deck though. It's really funny. Like when you legit like win people with it, it's like and they just stand there and they're like da. But but yeah, this is the deck profile of it. All right, you run 3 of these fuckers. I can't pronounce her name. What the fuck? Candina. Yeah, it's a Stratos. You basically normal summon and you search, and there's this neat combo you could do with chain summoning. But for now, I'll do 3 lollipops. They're not actually called lollipops. You could bounce Candina or any trickstar, not the monster besides itself, to special summon her, and for each card you draw, you take 200. While the other chick, every time you activate a spell or trap, you take 200. So you run one of her. You just push for game. You could search her, and she special summons herself, which is very, very good. So for the non-trickstar monsters, because those are all the trickstars, 3 Honest. Really, really good. Is your only out is because trickstars in general are not very strong, so you need something to protect it with, and Honest is very, very good. Maxi for special summoning and shit. You have to run this in this deck. This card's really busted. You fucking activate it, and they can't add cards from their deck to their hand. And you can see in a second why it's really good, because you could run this with Reincarnation, and you just destroy your opponent. So off to the spells. You run these 3. It's the staple. You search, and then you could target 1 back row card, and then face down card. Face down trap, I believe. Is it? Face down trap? Yeah. And they can't activate it, or they're forced to activate it, or it's destroyed during the end of the turn, which is very good. 3 terraformings. You search your field spell, which is staple in this deck. 2 Dark Room of Nightmare for extra burns. This is a really good card. You burn more, so you have the chick, and then you use her effect to burn 200. Then you use the effect of Nightmare to burn for another 300, so that's a 500 total. And if you have the field spell, which burns 200 more based off a trickstar card, you could burn another 300 more, so that's 1,000 life points just by that combo alone. 2 chain summonings. I wish this was a higher rarity, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. You could use her to normal summon, then search out this chick, and then just go off. It's really, really good. I love it so much. So for the spells, you got board wipes with Darko and Raigeki. They're very, very good, because again, trickstars are pretty weak inherently, so you need board wipes to make sure they're safe. 2 Cosmic Cyclones for any annoying back row. I could have ran the other trap card that blows up 2 cards. I have it on my side actually, and I need to remember. Heavy Storm Duster. There you go. So I would run that, but I prefer this because I don't want a situation where I have to go second, and essentially that card's pretty trash. It's going second. The Feather Duster, the Heavy Storm Duster. Well, Cosmic Cyclone, you could just activate it during your turn and get rid of a card. 1 Mind Control. This is actually really good. This is the same purpose as Darko and Raigeki. You just get rid of problematic cards and just use it as links. And because I took the 4K Spider away from this one guy, and I made a Proxy Dragon out of it. So it was pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. So for traps, this is Trickstar Reincarnation. This is fucking staple. This is the best card in the deck, in my personal opinion. Yeah, the engine runs the engine and stuff. Inherently, the deck's not broken, but this card is what makes trickstars very, very good. And you could run, the Drone Lockbird. So pretty much, for the people who don't know, you could Drone Lockbird, lock them by activating Reincarnation, Drone Lockbird, and Reincarnation again. and your opponent essentially will banish if your turn starts, it will banish 12 cards from their hand and they won't have a hand. So that inherently, like, that destroys. You basically won the game with that. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You won the game. Like, you won because they have no cards in their hands and you have a full advantage board on you. So, for the rest of the traps, I run 3 strikes and 1 warning just to stop their negations, because you do lose out pretty hard to big monsters, so you need to stop them as much as you can. 1 Ring of Destruction, pretty much the same reason. I might take this out for Evenly Matched, because it's a really good card. It's better than Ring of Destruction in my personal opinion. You could lose the game with this. And then I have 2 Blazing Mirror Forces for more damage. This never came up against anybody. But I feel like it's still pretty good because you do burn for damage. And then a personal tech of mine, which I actually love to run, is Magic Cylinder. This is really funny. I hit some dude with Dark Magicians he ran, and I fucking Magic Cylinder that shit for 25. Plus, what's his face? He had Dark Room also, so boom. 2800, bitch. Alright, so we got the extra deck. The deck of extra. We run 1 Holy Angel. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I never even went to this. I went to Proxy Dragon once, and that's only because I used Mind Control and just took another monster and made it. I only went into 1 Utopia Lightning once, just to get over a problematic card. The rest, I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not use any of these. I did not use this. I did not use that. I did not use this. I didn't use this. And technically speaking, you don't need to run an extra deck in this, but I feel like it's just decent just to have an out. For me, you could run the rank 4 toolbox. And, yeah. Rank 4 toolbox. You could run the Wind Witch engine. It's just as good. If not better, because you actually use the extra deck. And you have Crystal Wing. OP. So for the side deck, I run 2 Snow Ogre Ghost Rabbits. If it was up to me, it would be the Ghost Ashes, but they're $70 each. No one's going to spend $70 on that shit. 1 Cosmic Cyclone, just in case they're back row heavy. Chalice, in case they activate monster effects. You can just negate it and you have nothing to worry about. 2 Twin Twisters. I might take these out for Thunder King Ryos, if it was up to me, because you're already running Duster, and Cyclone pretty much does his job for you. Yeah, I would say yeah, and you don't really want to discard either, so I feel like this is probably, I would run Thunder King Ryo instead. I run 3 Disturbance Strategies in my side. I wanted to keep my deck as consistent as possible. That's why I didn't main deck these, but in essence, it's probably pretty good to main deck. I run 3 Anti-Spell Fragrances. It's good to if you advance your board and you just activate this, and then you pretty much essentially like won the game against lots of decks. This is really good against certain decks like Pendulum Magician and shit. And last but not least, Heavy Storm Duster. This is good to go first. You just set this and then you win. So yeah, this is my deck profile, guys. This deck's really fun to use. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I did win 4-1. I topped 4 with this. The only reason why I lost is because I decided to play against my friend Goat format, and I lost because I'm bad. But yeah, this is really fun. I've won Spirals twice. That's pretty much the only meta deck I played. I'm trying to remember. And the only loss I had that was like a tournament loss, like not Goat format, was Wind Witch Trickstar. So basically a mirror match. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, take care, guys.